Someday, the things you currently don't understand will make sense. Someday, the big things you're dealing with won't seem so big anymore. Someday, the doubts that you have about yourself will be revealed as false. Someday, you'll see that the things you're worrying about didn't matter at all. Someday, you'll see that the road that you had before you wasn't something that you had to walk flawlessly, but rather something that you had to trust and believe in. Someday you'll look in the mirror and see that you had it the entire time, and there was nothing that you needed or should have been hoping for. Yeah, someday. Someday that would all be true. But what about the some days from the past? I remember years ago thinking that someday I would venture out into the world. Someday I would speak my mind. Someday I will start my own business and surround myself with people that believe in what I believe. Someday I make a little bit more money, have a little bit more time to do the things that I love. Someday I do all of this. And I look around, it looks a lot like someday. But guess what? As we grow, so do our some days. It's a chase that never ends. There's always something more. There's always something big and better. And the problem is not the ambition. The problem is forgetting that some way, somehow, you dreamt of being where you stand right now. You have arrived. You're not the same person that 10 years ago that was throwing some days out into the universe. No, you have grown. You have learned. You have evolved. Why does this matter? It matters because without acknowledging how far you have come, you cannot acquire the strength to go where you must go. When you don't feel good enough, it's often because you haven't looked over your shoulders and opened your eyes. The evidence is right there. It's hiding in plain sight. There's proof that you've been there, that you faced demons and conquered them, endured your battles and overcame. You did that. And at some point, you couldn't say that you have. You weren't yet that person. But things are different now. What you have today was once only a hopeful someday. It was a fleeting thought that had no merit and no value, yet you brought it to life. Look what you have done. Understand how far you have come, how you ran when you could, you walked when it was possible, you crawled when you had to. And to arrive at a someday as today, you, my brothers, the fathers of today, you are a maker of things unseen, an architect of some days and tomorrow. So don't you dare, don't you ever entertain the delusion that this gift that God has given you all of a sudden stops now. Come on, man. You got this. Suddenly, the mountain is too tall, the burden is too much. No. What you do is overcome. That is who you are. So I beseech you, my brothers, the fathers of today, if you can wake up and get up, take step by step, day by day, and maximize every moment you can get. Be there for your children. Your children need you more than ever before. I'm going to throw this caveat out here, and I promise to go. There's a big difference between a father and a dad. Biologically, You can be a father, but a dad is the one that's in them trenches, that's raising them kids. So you be there. Yeah, I said it. So I salute you, the fathers of today. Love, peace, and understanding.